Well, it's time to start the show. Lost or win, you'll always know it's the two Irish brothers with Sean and Ben. Hey!
What's up, everyone? I am Sean Moriarty, and welcome to the Two Irish Brothers show. Now, first things first, you guys know this drill. We've been telling you to do it all season long. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe tab. That's number one. Number two, like or even dislike the video, which helps with the algorithm. And last, and certainly not least, hit that bell icon so you're always notified for when new content gets uploaded on this channel. Well, as you guys can tell, I am going solo for this one. Ben had some things come up that he had to take care of. It is what it is. But as long as there's one of us to carry us home, that's all that matters. So with that said, getting down to business. The Irish cap off the 2025 regular season with a huge 49-20 victory over Stanford to finish off the year, or the regular season, I should say, at 10-2. Because, hey, the year's not over. Keep that in mind. When you think about it, myself in particular, the start of the season, I was dogging on this team. And that's because this is my favorite team. I'm pissed off at how things began. We were 0-2, 2 games that we easily could have won. A handful of mistakes cost us, and I was ripping on the Irish. I am so glad to eat my words. This is one thing that I'm happy to have egg on my face about. The way that this team has fought back to pull off 10 straight wins is incredible. Getting better every single week, going up, not down. That's what you love to see. That's what a good team does, is they rebound from a tough start and they finish strong. And now here we are just, in my opinion, 1 week away from making the playoffs. And there's so much talk going on. I said that in the short that I made before the start of the Stanford game. Talk. That's what everybody loves to do, is talk. And as I said in that short, people can say whatever they want. Doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. Fellow Irish fans are being negative, thinking that we're going to get snubbed. We've given the committee no reason to snub us. Everyone's, I'm just going to save that stuff for another day about the rankings and all that. We got another week yet and so on. But let's talk about this last game of the regular season against Stanford. A lot of good things. Not really much to complain about in this one. I mean, yeah, I would have loved the margin of victory to have been a little higher, but we dominated, and we established that early. We got this one over and done with pretty quickly. And I get it, these style points do matter with the final playoff selection coming up pretty quick. And, it's just a fact. We're an independent, no conference championship to fall back on. I get it. And this is what I've never understood about people that want Notre Dame in a conference so bad. And I'm talking mainly the haters that say Notre Dame needs to join a conference. To all you haters who happen to see this, why do you want Notre Dame in a conference so bad? You should be advocating that the Irish don't join a conference as a full-time member. Why is that? Because as an independent, there's very little room for error. One loss, we're a hairstring away from being eliminated from playoff consideration. 2 losses would normally keep us out for good. But thanks to all the mayhem that's gone on, that's why we're still in the picture. So those of you Notre Dame needs to join a conference, people, you should be advocating for the opposite, because it actually becomes easier for us if we join a conference. Now, I know you might think there's some arrogance there, but it's just a fact. I mean, if we were in the ACC right now, we would be playing for the ACC Conference Championship with a chance to get that other opportunity. But you guys get the point. So, yeah, it's all you haters. You should be advocating the opposite of us joining the conference. But let's break down Notre Dame Stanford real quick. Complete domination by the Irish. The one negative thing, and I don't really consider this a negative, I consider it more an unfortunate situation. Jeremiah Love, yeah, his Heisman run kind of took a hit with this game, only because he got hurt, only because he left with a small rib injury. But still, in this game, he finished with 66 yards on 14 carries, good for a 4.7 yard average a carry, 1 touchdown. But also, this opened up the doors for the backups. Aeneas Williams, he killed it on Saturday night. 83 yards, 10 carries, 2 touchdowns. And CJ Carr, what more can I say about him? Gets better every week. He takes his lumps, but so much of the good comes through. And as I have been saying all season long, this kid is miles ahead of where he should be right now. 17 of 27, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, good for a quarterback rating of 90. Gotta love seeing that. But I love the trickery that the Irish tried early on with the fake punt. Luke Talich on the receiving end of it, 84 yards for the touchdown. Receiving game was pretty good as well. Jordan Faison, 3 catches, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Jadarian Price, not a hot day on the ground, but in the air, 3 catches, 40 yards, 1 touchdown. Aeneas Williams, 2 catches for 40 yards. But really, when you look at everybody else, Micah Gilbert, 2 catches, 22 yards. Same with Malachi Fields, 3 catches, 22 yards. When you have certain things that are working, like the running game and so on, those numbers aren't going to look as sexy as you might want them to. But this overall was just a team won game. Couldn't have executed any better. And like I said, I hated that Stanford put up 20 points, but you got to keep in mind this is a team that is better than Syracuse. There is a talent gap between those two teams, so it's not overly surprising. But still, I think the Irish did do enough, and they made a good final push to that committee to show, hey, we belong in the playoffs. But really, I mean, yeah, the defense gave up some plays to the Cardinal, but I mean, they really shut them down too. There's really not a lot to complain about here. There really isn't. Just an all-around team victory. And I could just break down the stats one by one, go on for an hour ranting. But the coverage was great. The pressure was great. Not a lot to complain about. I mean, you're going to let some get by you. That's all there is to it. But a dominating performance, a dominating win. Finished the regular season at 10-2. Now we just await our fate. See who we're going to be playing. And I don't like the negativity or the realist element in our fan base. Everyone's so worried that we're going to get dropped out. We have the edge over so many of these teams. I mean, like I've said in other videos, Miami fans have been bitching up a storm. They don't seem to get it because all they focus on is head-to-head, never mind the fact that they lost to 2 unranked teams. And SMU just recently did them no favors with being upset by Cal. And people thinking that a 9-3 Texas team is going to get in over us, you could make so many arguments there on the schedule and this and that. They still lost 3 times. I get sick of this crap. I get the stuff that comes out of these people's mouths is unreal. I mean, I'm at a loss of words for it. I really am. But look, bottom line is Notre Dame came into Stanford. They dominated. It was a late night for all of us fans, but it was worth staying up late to watch. Just took care of business. I think they got their final style points. Irish made their point, and I really do not see them being left out of the playoffs. Of course, you still want to keep a close eye on championship week and what all happens. So, I mean, you can't ignore that, obviously, but I can't say it enough. The Irish have made their case. You know, the committee seems to get where I'm coming from, the same kind of perspective. It's the Irish bounce back. Certain other teams like Miami lost 2 unranked teams late in the year. I mean, this stuff is common sense. So, yeah, I know this is supposed to be a recap of Stanford, but I know I've kind of made it all over the place here. But all I can say is we just have to sit and wait now. See what happens championship weekend, and then this coming Sunday, see what our final fate is. But as far as the regular season go, it was a nice bounce back by the Irish. 4 points away from being undefeated, but you can't focus on the past. You can only focus right now in the present. So 10-win season, can't complain about that. Strongly in playoff consideration. I think last time I checked, we're like 85% chance to make it. That might have changed by now. But no, the season's not over yet, but the regular season is. And so it's been a great regular season. Thank you all so much for watching us for another year. And again, it's not over with. We still got the postseason, but for the regular season, it's been an absolute blast. So thank you guys again. And there's really not much more to cover. So with that said, I am Sean Moriarty. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the live stream of the recent college football playoff rankings. And as we always say to end every video, good night, God bless, and go Irish.